Alrighty guys, so in about 11 hours from now, honestly, I would dare say this is probably the most hype EZAs in the game ever, and I mean, they're also just like the best cards in the game, I would say. Not like the best cards in the game, I guess. I mean, not, let me retract that statement real quick. They're some of the better cards in the game. Like, these guys, I think, with the way they built them, maybe I'll talk about them a little bit later, but with the way they built them, they might not ever age, just because, like, unless I feel like the one thing that would really hurt this guy is like, again, if we should get another insane power creep where, like, bosses start hitting for like 2 million, maybe even 3 million damage. And also, like, if we start getting a lot of difficult content where dodge is disabled, because these guys have like 70% chance to dodge in slot 3 still in their base forms, and then when they first go blue, they get a turn of just dodging. So it's like, I feel like regardless of what might happen, unless we get a bunch more bosses that disable dodging, that one turn of, like, dodging everything on blue is just amazing. So I'm gonna go ahead and go through their Extreme Z battles, and we're gonna go and see what are the best teams that you can use for these guys, just so we can make sure that you can build them up and easy them. So I would say both of their weaknesses are very, very easy. So Gogeta here is weak to pure Saiyans, which is, I mean, I don't think I really need to say how good of a category pure Saiyans is. However, he does have, seems like he has higher damage reduction, because I think this usually only goes up to 80. So I don't know, maybe they are accounting for how strong pure Saiyans is. I mean, we'll see. But I don't think anyone is gonna have a struggle with this. And then Vegito also, he is also weak to Realm of Gods. Not really the biggest struggles either, I would say. But we're going to go ahead and dive in. We're going to see like what type of teams that you can use and all that. So we'll start with Gogeta. So for Pure Saiyans, here's all the leaders that you have available. I mean, obviously, I feel like, I mean, there's like two options here, I guess I would say. It's like obviously either this guy, just so you can have, type advantage or something like that. But keep in mind also that this is an LR EZA, so you want to run as many LRs as possible, just so you can get legendary power. So like, honestly, running God Goku as your leader might not be the worst idea, just so that way you can have a full LR team. Now keep in mind, this guy is not EZA'd on JP yet, so he's not going to be as good as he would be like he is on Global, but I feel like just running this guy just so that you can have a leader that has legendary power, just so you can then, like, so you run him as your leader, and then you just run, like, all these AGL LRs, and then, you just have a full team of legendary power, because that's basically what you need to do with these LR EZAs, is you just want to have as many LRs as possible, so that way you can crack, or you can activate legendary power. Like, even if the LRs don't really link up the greatest, like, I would say, like, SS4 Goku is probably, he'll link okay, but he's not gonna link the greatest. Like, UI Goku and, Kale and Caulifla can link up pretty damn well, but obviously they're probably not going to link up the greatest. But again, keep in mind that, like, it doesn't really matter, like, how good per se they link. Like, these two will link pretty good, I would say. But, you're mainly just trying to activate legendary power, so that way you can just obliterate the boss, because legendary power is what makes you do the big damage. Now, again, running this guy is not like a bad idea. Obviously, if you don't have LR, God Goku, then yeah, go ahead, dude, run this guy. But I just think, like, there is a slight possibility where you might just get unlucky in every run you jump into. You just get, like, you get this guy and the friend that you put on, and then you also get, you get one LR. So now you have, like, you have a rotation where you don't really have legendary power active, and you might not do as much damage as you would want. I guess another thing you could do is if you don't have God Goku, but you have this guy, you can run this guy, and then you can bring God Goku as your friend. Again, this would be way better if he was EZA'd, but I think, oh, sorry, I don't know what that was. I think it's just, like, keep in mind that, like, these bosses are weak to legendary power, so if you do bring God Goku, then you'll say you bring, like, all these guys, or even if you bring other typings, per se, as long as you just bring a full LR team, you have no chance of, what's it called? You have no chance of getting stuff wrong, I guess, or you just have no chance of not having legendary power active. And then obviously with it being pure Saiyans, you can also run many different variations here. Like, like honestly, just from looking at it here, like you could run like a Super Saiyan's team with this guy as the leader, and just running a bunch of these Super Saiyan like guys, or this guy and then this guy. You could also run like, if you have this guy too, you can maybe run like a Battle of Wits team. I think that's like full pure Saiyans. Like, yeah, so you can have like, you have this guy, this guy, this guy, and I mean, these guys would be type disadvantaged, so you probably don't want to bring them, but just, I mean, there's variations here. You don't necessarily have to like specifically stay for a pure Saiyan thing, which is why I mean, I'm happy that they did that, because like, not only this is one of the most hype EZAs, this might be one of the more easier ones to beat and like be able to fully EZA these characters, because again, the pure Saiyan team is just so, like, there's so many characters here that you can build like other teams within this team, I guess you could say. So I would say like the Gogeta EZA overall, not really hard. Just try to prioritize LRs as the most wanted units. He also doesn't seem to have damage reduction against like specific typings here. Yeah, it seems like he just has 90% damage reduction like across the board, and obviously it's like, if you, I assume it's like, if you if you get the legendary power link up, then you'll just bypass that 90% damage reduction. So that is what you want to do. As for Vegito, he is weak to Realm of Gods, so you want to run int Realm of Gods mainly, and then maybe int LR Realm of Gods. So let's go ahead and look at the Realm of Gods team here. So here's all the leaders that you have. I would assume most people are probably going to have this guy and are probably going to use this guy. You can use these guys if you have them, but I don't know how many people actually summon for these guys. Like, these guys might be one of the most disappointing Dokkan Fest releases. Like, they're cool. Like, I don't hate them, but they could have been better. So I assume mostly everyone's gonna run this guy. You're not running Zamasu. Zamasu would get literally destroyed. You can run UI Goku as your leader. Same reasoning being that you want to run like a full LR team. As for your int units that have oh yeah, I forgot about Zamasu will just destroy this. Like, especially if you run him with this guy. Like, I don't think they link up the greatest. Like, here, let's go ahead and just take a look at their links, just because I'm curious, but Zamasu would destroy this Vegito, just because he is so cracked. Let's see. I mean, they share 4 links, they share Big Bad Bosses, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power, Dismal Future. Yeah, they share key, and then they share a bunch of attack and a little bit of defense here. So, I mean, it's not bad linking partners. Obviously, could be better, but not bad. You also, again, you have your not UI, what's his face? I can't talk right now. God Goku, Evolution Blue Vegeta can also be pretty good here. You could also, if you really wanted to, like, EZA Gogeta first, just because he has the easier team, I would say, with it being pure Saiyans. Then you can use him to beat this guy's EZA. But yeah, Zamasu here, he will destroy. Like, honestly, you don't even have to have someone that like links up great with him. Just give him a legendary power, and then if you manage to get this guy 24 key, he just wins, because when he's at 24 key, he gets the guaranteed additional when he just 18 keys, but he's also super effective at 24 keys. So it's like, he will just kill him. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, all the way up to stage 10, Zamasu will just, if you get him 24 key, it's over, because he'll just, he'll do his 24 key, and then he has a guaranteed additional, and he'll just absolutely kill him. So he also does counter unarmed super attacks. Wait a minute, does this Vegito do unarmed super attacks? Wait a minute, can I see that here? Yeah, he does. Do these guys do it? Yeah, okay, yeah. Zamasu is far and away the best fucking unit for this goddamn EZA. Because, like, I don't know if, like, when they go into their LR form, I don't know if he's gonna do the 18 key. I think he might do the 18 key when they're in LR. But I know for at least, like, the first 5 stages, since it's going to be the SSR and TOR, they do unarmed super attacks. So Zamasu can counter that because he has a 70% chance to counter. So you'll get to see that animation for once. But yeah, I mean, again, I don't know if he'll do, I think the LRs do the 18 key when they super. So in the later stages, you probably won't be able to get the counter off because he'll do the 18 key instead of the 12 key. But yeah, for the first couple stages, you're going to be able to probably get this part of the passive active. The great chance of dodging unarmed super attacks and countering with tremendous power. He does disable dodge, I think, though, starting with turn 5. I can't tell if this is dodge disable or if this is action break disable. I want to say this is dodge disable, so maybe past stage 5 you won't be able to do it because this counts as a dodge. But again, Zamasu is just far and away the best unit for this EZA. So I mean, if you haven't done your 77 multi-ticket yet, which is available right now if you do all the missions, this guy is on the banner, so you could possibly pull him from that banner, and then you'll be able to use him and destroy Vegeto's EZA all the way. So yeah, so basically what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to run like UI Goku as my lead, just so that he can link with Evolution Blue Vegeta, kind of, and then I'm going to run like Zamasu, Rose, probably run these guys as well, just so I can have like a bunch of good linking partners for Zamasu. And then like last unit on the team, I might just run Gogeta because I'll probably easy him first, and then I'll easy go Vegeta. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I would say fairly easy EZAs. There's a lot of good options, and you know, there's units like Zamasu. If you have him, he just will utterly destroy it. He will literally carry you. Honestly, you might just be able to bring him as a friend, and he will just one-shot every stage for you. So if you don't have a, like, if you're a new player and you don't have a competent, like, Realm of Gods team, you can honestly just build a team or put a leader that gives him, like, a buff, like any of these, like, tags right here, and then just bring him as your friend, and then just keep re-rolling until you get him, like, turn 1, and then he'll probably just one-shot. So there we go. Now, as my opinions on these guys before they come out, personally, you know, I am biased to Gogeta. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it now. Just expect me to be biased when we do the showcases. I mean, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna be obviously biased, but it's like I just like him more because of the animations and stuff. But to me, what it seems like the case is like Gogeta does a lot of damage. Like, he does probably more damage, like, right off the bat. Like, when they both first transform and before they build up this part of their passive, Gogeta does more damage. But Vegito, no matter what the situation, Vegito defends better. And then, honestly, once Vegito has this fully built up, Vegito just also hits just as hard, if not harder, than Gogeta. So, like, I think once you get both of them fully built up, Vegito is a little bit better, but I honestly don't care that much about who's better and who's not better, because again, you're probably going to want to run these guys together to an extent, or at least like have them floating, and then when they transform, you're going to want to run them together, because they share, I think they share 6 out of 7 links when they're fully when they're both in blue. Here, let's look it up. Vegito. Oh, there's nothing for Vegito. Maybe for Gogeta? Gogeta. Alright, yeah. Blue Gogeta right here. Yeah, so him and Vegito share 6 out of 7 links, which, like, the only link they don't share is he has power bestowed by God, and then Gogeta has warrior gods. Which, I mean, warrior gods, you can probably get it if you have, like, I know Gogeta Blue has it. This one, like, if you have him floating, he can proc it for them. The LR gods, I think, have it, so they can proc it. And then for Vegito, honestly, the only other unit that can maybe proc that for him is this guy, but he's not EZA'd yet. I hope he EZA's in the EX part. That would be insane if he does, but We shall see. But yeah, I feel like once you get these guys both in blue and you put them side to side, I don't think anything's gonna live. Now, there's gonna be burst modes for their specific Dokkan events. Now, with burst mode, you can basically make it where the enemy can live up to like hundreds of millions of damage. So I guess the only place that you'll be able to test out these guys' max potential is you're gonna go into the burst mode of their Dokkan event, put the difficulty on like max, and then you can just sit there and watch Gogeta and Vegito like both super like 5 times, and then the boss will just live. So be interesting to test them out in the burst mode when that comes out, and then also test them out. I mean, I want to say test them out, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna thrash like literally every single red zone. Maybe the new difficulty event Sin Shenron can kind of be a bit of a challenge, but especially for Gogeta, I would say. But I mean, again, if you have these two together, even when you get the AGL phase, you just let Vegito handle the AGL phase, and then when you get to the physical phase, you just let Gogeta handle the physical phase, and you know, just bada bing, bada boom, you just win. So let me know what you guys think about these guys. Let me know if you guys are hyped. I am personally like beyond ecstatic to be able to play with these guys. I probably won't be able to get videos out on them until later in the day tomorrow, because I'm unfortunately going to have both work and school, but I will have videos out on them as soon as possible. Probably do an initial showcase, see how they do, and then we'll take them through the world tour of like every single difficult event you can think of and display their dominance. So let me know what you guys think, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.